Basically, I've just been impressed with his not only tenacity, but his knowledge of just business and how open-minded he is and all the different things that he has his hands in, and just successful all around. So it's not like you're trying to figure out how'd this guy do it. I mean, he's a stud and has just been making stuff happen in his life in every way. So I'm excited to hear what he has to share, but since you know him really well, you've been working with him every day, I'm going to turn it over to you, my friend. And Colin, I'm looking forward to hearing everything, my friend.
Awesome, Segue. So guys, it's a pleasure to introduce Colin this morning. You know, just a quick background. And by the way, if you're on here, like, turn your cameras on, get engaged, get in the chat. It's Saturday, it's sunny, we're alive, we're breathing. Like, let's amp the energy up in this training. It's actually a crazy story. Colin and I connected on Instagram about 7 months ago, and you know, he had over 100,000 followers, and I looked at him and was like, man, this kid's really got it going on. What's he doing? Who is he? And to be honest, guys, I was afraid to prospect him because I looked at him as somebody that was like Insta famous, you know, very almost a celebrity in the Instagram world. And you know, I'm sharing that because, guys, you just never know what a conversation can lead to. We ended up jumping on the phone. He learned all about our business. It was just a connect call. It wasn't about let's pitch one another, let's try to sell one another. We're just connecting with each other. And by the end of the call, he's like, you know, Gavin, I think that there's a lot I can offer you. And I think the vehicle you have is something that could really impact a lot of people. And he got on board, and guys, he went from being on board to driving down here from Maine to North Carolina in less than 48 hours. So literally from not knowing the guy to on board, driving down, and just brilliant, guys. 21 years old, had massive success before he came into network marketing. And I've learned so much from the guy, just from, you know, everything from how to start a conversation, how to close a conversation, how to lead people. You know, we can truly learn from everyone. So it's been an honor to get to know him. I don't want to edify him or there'd be nothing else left for you to learn from him. So get your notepad ready, get excited. He's going to bring a lot of tips and nuggets for you. They're going to help you in your business today and every day. Without further ado, Colin Heaney, thanks for leading this training today, buddy. Glad to have you on here.
Well, Gavin, thank you very much. And thank you guys for tuning in and coming on today. It means a lot to me, and I promise I will share something that you can take out of this. As Gavin said, my name is Colin Heaney. I'm 21 years old. I was born and raised in Syracuse, New York. And I've always had a passion for helping people, leading people. And since I was in the entrepreneurship space, I've always known about network marketing, but I've never gone into network marketing thinking that I could have massive success there because I thought it was just people winning from other people. I never saw the whole opportunity where if you help others lead, you're also going to lead yourself and also win yourself too. So if you guys have just recently joined this company is all about leadership and helping you lead, helping other people lead. So something I wanted to go into first is that it took Gavin 7 months to get me in here. And that's not a bad thing at all. So I basically bought products from Gavin first. I just messaged Gavin from one of his stories that he posted because he's extremely consistent on his stories. And I just messaged him and say, hey, send me your link. I'm trying these. And then ever since then, Gavin and I have always connected at least once a month, possibly twice a month. And he was always planting a seed. And I knew that. So if you guys have customers or prospects that you're not following up with every couple weeks, every month, then you are just letting those seeds dry out and you're not watering them. So since I tried the products first, I knew the impact. I knew the quality. I saw the overall nootropics in the products, and I knew that they could impact many, many people. So the people that we serve, those people are everybody. Everybody can drink coffee. Everybody can drink tea. Everybody can take a capsule. And we also have an amazing new lemonade out. And if you haven't tried it, you need to try it. It's probably my new favorite product, actually. So all of our products are absolutely incredible. The lemonade tastes like amazing. And the impact that these products have on our mental state, emotional state, and they balance everything out. This is something that everybody could use. It's all about how you position it to the person. If you come off as a servant leader and not a salesman, you're going to win here massively. So something I really wanted to jump in here first with is you can't have a how without a why. And that's why I specifically learn every single day that if I lead with my why, I'm going to win. So I want this to be a very interactive call. If you guys have a notepad, please write these down. What is your why? That's something I want everybody to write down here. And network marketing, it might not be your overall dream. It really might not. I know it can take a lot of work, a lot of mental space, a lot of emotional space up in your life, but network marketing may not be your dream, but it can fund your dreams with your family, with your friends, with your kids. It can fund whatever you think is possible. So if you want to send your daughter to college, if you want to send your son to college, if you want to retire your family, that can happen here. Even though you might not love it every single day, it might not come across as easy every single day. It might take 2 years to create that dream. I would prefer 2 years in network marketing, even though I might not absolutely love it, but I would take it over working 20 years for somebody else and doing the same thing, waking up at 6 a.m. every single day. This can fund your dreams. So on top of that, write down 5 of your most motivating dreams. If you guys do not have a vision board, this is going to act as your vision board. Your 5 most motivating dreams, and I want you guys to put that in a place in your bedroom or in your living room or wherever you are most active in your business every single day, so you can go back, look at it, and really, really see what your dreams are and why you are working your organization. I also would like you guys to write out, what are the 5 things holding you back? Is it prospecting? Is it finding the motivation every day to pick up your phone? Is it that you need help putting more time into this? This is going to lay out all of the things that you can conquer in 2021. Because if you can conquer 5 of your most struggles, then you can definitely win here. Lastly, how would you feel if you pushed through all of those struggles and crushed a new rank this month? Last month, 4 double bonuses. Last month, for a lot of incentives. Last month for the Diamond Club. It's really, really, really going to help you out a lot to hit a new rank this month. So we talked about our why. Now let's talk about our how. The how in this business is to keep it extremely simple. So facts, they tell, stories sell. You always need to start your story with a relatability point. If a person can't relate to you, they're not going to connect with you. If they can't relate to you, there's no connection anywhere in that conversation. So if you keep it simple, people can relate to simple. When it's simple, people are interested. what makes it even more simple is when you tag them into the resources that you have on Facebook, and also use our Happy Co app and copy and paste a link and just send it to them so it explains everything for you. If you position yourself as the expert, they're going to think they need to be an expert. And they don't need to be an expert to win here. They need to utilize the resources, and they need to talk to your upline. Because if you tell them everything that they need to know, they're like, holy smokes, I need to learn all of that. So what I do, I get people on a call. I merge a call with Gavin. I introduce them to Gavin, and then Gavin takes over. That's what happens 9 times out of 10. If you do that with your upline, they see, oh, Colin is just a connection. Cool. Gavin knows everything. That's how you keep it simple. Something else to keep it simple, if you guys have issues with talking to people, or if you get lost as to what to say, there's a thing called form. And I really wanted to go over this because form will save any conversation that you have. Write this down, FORM. F stands for family. People can relate to talking about family. You can ask them, how many kids do you have? Do you have a spouse? What are your kids doing after school today? Oh, occupation. Find out what they do for work. Once you find that out, a funny thing to say is sounds like you love it, or sounds great. That's going to lead them to say, absolutely not, I hate my job. Cool. Well, when do you have 12 minutes to watch a video? Leads right into the opportunity. So occupation is very important. It's going to tell you everything you need to know about that specific person to then lead them into the opportunity or trying our products and sampling them. R, recreation, relaxation. Do you enjoy going to the beach? Where do you enjoy going on vacation? Do you go to the gym? It's a good talking point. And then M, motivation. What motivates you every single day? Why do you commit yourself to going to the same job every single day for 20 years and not changing anything? Or after you find out what motivates them, you can literally say, cool, well, do you keep your income opportunities open? They're going to say yes. Awesome. When would you have 12 minutes to watch a video? Once they give you that time, guys, just so you know, if they say 5 p.m., follow back up with, cool, so if I check in with you at 5:30, you will have watched that. Once they commit to that, set a reminder on your phone, shoot them a text or a call, and then you pass the ball to a leader. That's all that is. Something else that I personally found so unattractive in network marketing, and that's why it took me 7 months to join, is that I was hounded by multiple people. I was hounded by like 50 messages a day from network marketers. Do not be that person, because it turns a person like me off. It turns a person like I know off too. So I'm sure there's many other people that feel that way too. So something that I will say to that, if you planted a seed and then half an hour later, you went and unplanted that seed every couple minutes to see if it's grown, it's not going to grow. So if you plant a seed in the ground and you expect it to grow in 2 days or 3 days or 4 days, and if you dug it up every couple days, it's not going to grow. It's going to stay that same thing, or even you get killed by you. So when you plant seeds, Gavin let his seed grow with me for 7 months. That is why he is a successful network marketer, because he lets the seeds grow. He doesn't rush them. He doesn't overfeed them. He doesn't expect anything out of them. If you prospect with no expectations at all, you're going to win here. The people that are most emotionally invested into their prospecting lose, because they let the emotions get the best of them. When you let the emotions get the best of you, people can sense that, and it's very unattractive. So playing the long game is how you're going to win here. Network marketing, the most simple thing about it is if you do a little bit every single day, you're going to win. That's all it is. If you do too much or try to overcomplicate it, or if you're hounding people 5 times a day, you're not going to win. Something else that I learned in network marketing that's extremely valuable is the saying, if I will you. If I send you a 12-minute video, will you watch it? They're going to say yes. And I'm like, all right, cool. What time can I check in with you? They're going to say tomorrow at 2 p.m. Awesome. I will talk to you tomorrow at 2 p.m. And then send a text 5 minutes before then to check up with them. And after you do that, get on a call, connect them to a leader. The connection call closes them, and then you have a brand new brand partner. If I tag you in a couple stories in our Facebook group, can you watch them or check them out? If I send you a sample, can you commit to trying it and let me know your genuine feedback? Those are 3 ways to get customers and also brand partners here that it does not take selling at all. I went into this thinking I needed to sell everybody everything. If I could go back and unlearn all of my sales tactics and strategies, I actually would here. Seriously, I was in sales for 2 years. The hardest transition I've ever had from sales to network marketing. It was not easy because now, in network marketing, you don't need to sell at all. And selling in the industry of network marketing, it's not worth it. It's not easy. It's not going to work. And people can sense that you're selling a product, not sharing a product. So sharing a product is more important than sharing a product. So follow-ups. If you guys always keep a pipeline, this is one sales tactic I will use in network marketing, and I will never change it. Keep a pipeline. Keep a CRM. Find a way to stay connected to all of your customers. If you find a way to keep connected to all of your customers, whether it's mailing them a card every month, whether it's shooting them a random phone call every month, connecting with them, telling them how much you appreciate them, then that connection is going to stay growing consistently. And if your connection is growing consistently, they're going to watch you, they're going to see your progress, they're going to see your growth, and then they're naturally going to stay interested in what you have to say and also share in this world. Lastly, you guys should always be happy and have fun. This is not something to get stressed about. It's really, really not. If you guys are stressed from this opportunity, then I think you are really, really doing it wrong, because this is the Happy Co. We believe in loving people wherever they're at. So one other thing I will say, if you guys bring in a brand partner and if you're hounding them on their performance, on their outreach, on their customer count, on their new brand partners or a lack of them, then you're pushing people away. You want a lot of people, which is the majority, doing a little bit. Sure, you can enroll top performers, but that's not going to be your everyday person coming in with you. The average person is looking to make $500 to $1,000 a month. And that $500 to $1,000 a month is going to cover their car payment. It could cover their rent. It could cover their cell phone.
Really?
So the $500 to $1,000 a month message going into enrolling new people is extremely important because people can relate to that. And where there's relatability, there's connection. And to the leaders on this call, if you want more, you have to become more. So always spend an hour on yourself. This is really something that I lacked last year. When I was growing my own company, I thought I had made it. And that was a humbling experience because I went into a lack of personal development, and I focused on my business for 10 hours a day. And I came to realize really fast that I did not own my business owned me. And that was a huge wake-up call, because when I found that my business owned me, my time, my family time, and I had zero time, effort, or energy to give anywhere else, that was the least attractive and the most humbling thing in the world for me. And that's what caused me to see the opportunity here, where the company takes care of your marketing, company takes care of your shipping, company takes care of your website, company takes care of returns. And the customer service is also now completed here too. We have a live chat where if somebody calls me up and says, hey, I would like to return my product, I'm like, all right, cool, talk to customer service. And that's all taken care of. I am not in charge of any of that. And that is what I really, really, really loved here. So guys, that's all I have for you. I made it super simple, super quick, super short, because I knew that we needed the message of simplicity here. There's not much to it. And I think the biggest takeaway you guys could get out of this is to get out of your own way and really, really find a way to make it simple. Remember the if I will you, connect them with a leader. We are not salespeople, we are connectors. And if you live through that every single day and are consistent, then you can have massive success here. I would like to open it up and allow people to ask questions if I can. I'm not sure if that's allowed, but I do have some time. So if you guys have a question, just drop it in the chat, or you can unmute if that's all right with Gavin too.
Hey, I'm going to ask a question because leaders ask questions. I don't know what I'm going to ask. I'm going to think of something though. So when you're reaching out to people, Colin, like, how do you segue from just a conversation like you went over form, which is really, really great. I'm really glad you touched on that, because those are like baselines for conversations. This training was phenomenal, by the way. I mean, like, there's nothing you missed. It was phenomenal. But how do you segue from a conversation where you're talking to somebody? Because people ask this all the time, right? How do you open it up? What do you say to open up the conversation about whether it be the opportunity or it be the coffee or the products? Like, how do you make that segue?
So if a person's talking to me about everyday life, and say we're talking about a Syracuse basketball game, since I live in Syracuse, and they're talking about how they crushed some team, I say, dude, I've been watching Syracuse for so long, and I love making a cup of coffee and just sitting on my couch and just watching it for 2 hours. What kind of coffee do you drink, man? And then after that, it flows into, cool, well, have you tried or heard of the happy coffee or happy tea everybody's talking about? They're gonna say no. If I tag you in a few Facebook stories, will you watch them and let me know how you feel? Easy, right?
Yep.
It just flows. So you can literally take any conversation that you have. If you're arguing with the parents about one of your kids, dude, I need a cup of coffee. I'm so stressed right now. Would you also like one? What kind of coffee do you drink? Have you ever heard of the happy coffee and happy tea everybody's talking about? Probably no. Cool. If I tag you in one of my friends' stories, you can say one of your friends as leverage also. And I have used this multiple times. Hey, my friend is a top leader in our company. I'm helping bring to market a amazing health and wellness product. I really, really think it will help you out tremendously. If I tag you in a couple stories or even share a video with you, will you get back to me? And guys, something that I just messed up there is I said, let me know. Never say, let me know. I say, will you check in with me after you watch it? Because after you say check in, they're going to shoot you a text or a call. When that happens, you connect them with a leader, and then we move forward with sharing more about it. That's the easiest
awesome,
process.
I got a question.
Yes.
Hey, Colin, great job, man. And I'm just so impressed by you and what you're doing in your business. And the training was off the hook. And I just wanted to ask you, I mean, you're way ahead of your time. I wish I had the opportunity to discover this industry when I was 21 years of age.
I appreciate
and
that.
Also to have the posture and the leadership abilities that you have. But share with me, what is your why? Because I'm always out here connecting with your generation. I mean, I'm old enough to be your dad, and I'm trying to build a well-rounded business here. So share with me, what is your why? Why did you join this business?
So I wanted my time back, and I wanted to be able to give more time to my family because I know I've only got 20 to 30 years left with them. This year, actually, last month, I was able to retire my father, and that meant the absolute world to me. And I've got a special needs brother as well. He's had 5 open heart surgeries. He's had a pharyngeal flap surgery. He does not have the 22nd chromosome, and that leads into more heart conditions as well. So I wanted them to stop working and stop slaving away every single day and losing out on time with them. So I've done everything in my power to really make it happen for them, and also have the time freedom and also the financial freedom to just pour back into them. And the fact that I could accomplish that at 21, it's not on me. It's on God and the people that I've surrounded myself with. I truly believe you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. And I've always lived through that. And I've always prayed every day. And that's my why.
Well, I appreciate you sharing, appreciate you. You're a stud, your team's a stud, Gavin's a stud. I mean, you guys work so well together. So appreciate you and appreciate having the opportunity to partner with you. Great job, great training. Got a lot of value from it.
I appreciate you, Brian. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ask away, guys. It's all open.
Hey guys, I raised my hand, trying to just kind of wait in line. But man, Colin, I mean, I am blessed. I got the chance to meet you, a couple weeks ago and chit chat, and what a servant heart. And I have to agree with Brian on that. I mean, I could be your mother as well, and just so amazing. But I wanted to pick your brain because yesterday, my coffee chat that we were talking on,
yes,
we're having a lot of time management, right? So I think that we can all agree on one thing, that time management is always an issue. Mm-hmm. So what my question to you on this is, as you were stating about, a year ago that you were, and I always say, you run your business, you do not let your business run you. Mm-hmm. So how did you make that mind shift, right? How did you change that? Because there's a lot of people out there that feel like all of a sudden you hear the waching and the ding, and, they are letting that business run them. and finding that time, to make sure that their time is, valuable and they're doing the right thing. So I just wanted to hear your input on that.
So what you allow is what happens. And I allowed my business to overtake my life. And I never set the boundaries that I needed to set from the very beginning. And if I had more posture with people, then I would have changed the entire operation of how I ran my business. I had people calling me at 2 and 3 a.m. in the morning, and I needed to make that extremely clear that that is not okay from the very start. So in network marketing, that is a little bit easier because you can always say, hey man, I've got lots of other clients and other customers that I'm trying to serve. I will talk to you soon. So that also is attractive to them because it makes them think that your time is very, very valuable. And it also shows them that you've got lots of other people that you're helping too. So that's a very, very important boundary to set from the very start. I mean, I try not to answer any calls or phone calls or text messages after about 11 p.m. Eastern, because I know over in PST, it's only 8 p.m. But from the very beginning, what you allow is what happens, and people will really pick up on that. And if you allow people to just step on you, then they're not going to stop, unfortunately. I hope that answered your question.
No, always. Thanks, Colin. We appreciate you.
Of course. I appreciate you too. What's up, Pete? How are you?
Okay, yeah. Hey, wow. A lot of good stuff here.
I appreciate that.
I'd say one of the 5 things that holding me back is my overthinking things.
Yes.
And it's like, and the other real, nice thing to hear is where there is relatability, there is connection.
Yes.
So in my conversations where I'm at, I'm a bus driver, I see a lot of drivers where I'm at, and like my upline said, man, you got a golden opportunity. Yes. So I'm trying to not come off salesy. So my question is, how do you stay relatable in your conversations and not get caught up in overthinking the process? I mean, it's like, I say, hey, hi, how's your family? What's going on? And, start things off that, but I'm trying to stay in that relatability phase,
Yeah. So one question I'll ask you is, how often are you sharing your story with people?
Oh, pretty much every day.
Okay.
And then I guess one part I get caught up is then steering it into, the other key, if I will you. I'm missing out on that part. I've heard it before, and I think that just answered my question. Is I got to get into as I get the conversation going, is, well, hey, if I will you, knowing the right time. But
so obviously introduce yourself, share your story, and then if you use form, family, occupation, recreation, and motivation, and then after you relate to them on that level, they're probably going to be interested. And if they're not even interested, they're going to be open to checking it out just out of pure curiosity. So from pure curiosity, you can use that leverage and tag that person in a few Facebook stories, and they're gonna check it out. It's not like you're selling them a TV or a vacuum. You're selling them a health and wellness product. So they have a lot in it for them. So I think that would really spark their interest in checking it out. And then you could even say, hey, if I send you a sample completely free, will you please check it out and give me your honest, genuine feedback? Everybody wants to try something new. If you position it properly, then that's really, really, really going to help you out.
Okay. Yeah, I think one thing that you mentioned, the old "if I will you," I've done that in my samples. If I give you a sample, will you try it out and tell me how you feel?
Are you keeping a
Yeah,
pipe?
sure. So I don't know. It's one of those things to work on. Thanks.
Of course, anytime. Hey, Tanya, how are you?
Sorry, gotta
It's
find the
okay.
mute button.
All
Thank
good.
you so much. I had a quick question. I'm reading The 4-Hour Workweek by Timothy Ferriss right now.
Awesome, bud.
Yes, my goal is to walk away from my 9-to-5 grind that I have been in since I was probably 20. And yeah, I could probably be your mother right now too. So I definitely am looking to eliminate the job and be able to have more time to do my network marketing business. And I have the big goals, for my family.
Awesome.
One of the things in the book talks about eliminating, all the busy work, right? And cutting the fat in your day and just getting down to really just two primary, the most important, most effective pieces of what you do that you're going to get the most results from. What would you say the two most important activities are for our business to build this fast?
So how you build a network marketing business is people. And if you're not talking to people, you're not showing people, you're not connecting with people. So a coach that I had for business development said, if you're not making $1 million a year, 80% of your time needs to be spent selling and connecting. So especially in network marketing where there's no brick and mortar, there really is no busy work to be done here. But the most profitable thing in network marketing, the most profitable activity the most profitable activity in network marketing is prospecting. If you're not prospecting, you're not moving. And if you want to keep on moving fast, you need to prospect fast, but always choose quality over quantity. If you message,
that was next question. Yeah. Who do you look for when you're adding new friends?
Associate up. So I talk to people that are above me, because if I even close one person that is higher up in me in my industry, we're going to connect on such even level. And if I go for the low hanging fruit, that's low energy. So I want high energy on my team. I don't want low energy. So prospecting up and associating up is only going to raise your values, morals, and also energy. So I will never prospect the easy people. I always shoot for going the hard way, people say, but that's why my organization is going to be a Triple Crown team in 1 or 2 years, because I think if I shoot for the higher people, then those are high performance people too.
Thank you. Awesome.
Of course. Who's next?
So Colin, I would just say maybe take a couple more questions, because people will ask questions until the cows come home, right? Maybe just a couple more, and then this is going to be a very valuable recording for people to watch.
Of course.
So maybe 2 more questions.
Sure. Jane, is that how you pronounce it?
Yes.
Hi.
Susan Jane, yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, yeah. My question, I'm very new to this,
Sure.
so forgive me for a little ignorance here, although I am old enough to be your grandma probably. Because my granddaughter's 24. So anyway, how do you target people outside your normal friend group on social media?
So
how do you expect them?
So I join groups that I'm personally aligned with, whether that's 10X community with Grant Cardone, whether it's a coaching program group. So I join groups that I can relate to.
Okay.
And
Dad.
the groups that I relate to, I introduce myself to those groups with a post. I post my name, I post who I am, I post what I would like to accomplish in 2021. And I also say, I am helping launch a health and wellness product, and it's changed millions of lives so far. And I am just looking for some honest, genuine feedback. Now, that's not a good thing to post the first time you're in a group.
Right.
So if you post who you are, that's going to spark interest. And then everybody that comments and likes on your post, you then send them a direct message and you just say, hey, I'm so happy to connect with you. How's your 2021 going so far? And what are your goals for 2021? That's what I would do. I don't try and overcomplicate it, but just joining groups and sending a simple message to group members like that. Because if you're in a group with somebody else, you already have something to connect on. That's also a huge factor when prospecting.
Okay, thanks.
Of course. Michelle, how are you?
Fine, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Good morning. Thank you for working with us.
Of course.
I love the new outlook.
Thank you.
I work in a city I live in a city that has a lot of medical schools and nursing schools.
Okay.
Also, we have a military base nearby. I know all these people need our products like desperately, especially the medical students. That is as hard as it gets. Any ideas on how I can introduce our products? I don't know where to begin. I've wanted to do this for a while.
Mm-hmm. So this is going to be a little outside of your comfort zone, but this is going to produce massive results. Something I've actually thought of doing, and I'm probably going to act on it pretty soon. I would call up med spas. I would call up offices. I would call up whoever you possibly can that has an open mind. And especially since you live in a place where there's a lot of health and wellness activity, I would just ask them to have a couple samples sent out to that office. They try it and they give you honest, genuine feedback. A more direct way to do that is walking right in there and saying, hey, I have an amazing product that I'm helping bring to market. I would be honored to have your guys' expertise and feedback with this. So if I could give you 2 samples, will you let me know what you think? And then that's basically, that's going to introduce it to a lot of people, because if they start talking about it to people, then it's over. So it'll be super, super cool.
Yeah, I've given samples to all my orthopedists and all my physicians and even my dentists. And I keep asking them, oh, do you have any problem sleeping? I had no idea people weren't sleeping, and so I just gifted them, because I said, I really want to know, with your background, what you really think about this. Everybody loves it, of course. So I'll let someone else get a chance. And thank you so much. It's very nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Awesome. Thank you. Guys, I'll take 2 more questions and that's it. I don't want it to go for too long. It's almost been an hour.
Hey, Colin.
Yeah. How's it going, Eric?
Hey, how are you, buddy? Just first off, want to say, man, great job. The training has been very powerful. I love your messages. It's been really great. But some of the questions I get with some folks I've been working with is, for some reason, there seems to be a gap between when you give the samples and when you follow up and how to follow up. So when you're giving your samples away, from the time you give the sample away to the time you follow up, what kind of time frame is that, and what's some of the ways you do follow up?
Sure. So this can go for everybody. I like to set a reminder on my phone with their name on it at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. in the morning. The morning they're supposed to try their samples, I send them a morning message saying, hey, name, I hope you have an amazing day, and these samples are going to rock your morning and also your entire freaking day. If they wake up to that message, they're going to be so pumped to try their samples, and they're going to be so pumped to let you know how they feel. So if you guys have any samples sent out right now, the minute it lands on their doorstep, you need to set a reminder for the next morning and send them a morning message and get them pumped up. That will absolutely be a game changer for you guys.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, man. Again, great training, brother.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
One more.
Hey,
One more.
I just wanted
Hey.
to hop on here. So
Sure.
I just wanted to share, I've known Colin for probably since almost a year it's been, and he actually is the one that allowed me to quit my job that I was working full time and transition into doing stuff on Instagram and really just having my own business. So my question is how many people ideally should we be talking to each day to really just make this be very successful?
That is a very broad question, but it's not a bad question at all. I would say show the opportunity, show the plan, show what you have to 5 quality people a day. And when I was in social media sales, it was all quantity based. It was about how many people you talked to. In this industry, it took me a while to learn that this is really a industry standard to talk to quality people and minimize the people that you're talking to actually, so you can spend more time on them. And when you have more time to give to the people that you're talking to and pour into them, then you're going to win on a massive level here. So 5 quality people a day, connect them with a leader, connect them with somebody that has been here longer than you have. I've only been a part of the Happy Co for a month and a half. So I'm still learning every day too. And with this, it really, really is about quality people. And that's why I'm always talking to people that are above me. Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for your time. I appreciate you guys jumping on. If you guys have any questions, I am in the Happy by Design chat, the Team Elevate Facebook page. You guys can send me a friend request on Facebook too, and I'd love to talk to you guys. Have an awesome day.
Thank you so much, all.
Of course.
Thanks.
Awesome.